A lot of people change their fuel filter without pouring out what's inside to see if it's even gunked up or if that's what's causing your problem. Don't just change it without looking. Something else could be the problem. If you find gunk in your fuel filter, you know you've nailed it, and this is the problem. The very first thing I do when I get the filter off is I take it between my fingers and I shake it up. I want to know if there's dirt in it. And one side, you're going to find that it's clean gas, and the other side, you're going to see, look at that gunk. That is what is causing the performance or even stalling when it's this bad. I love it when I see dirt like this, because now the diagnostic is over and it's an easy fix. Now, if you do want to save some money, over the years, I have experimented with a technique of reusing these filters that has worked very well for me. I know what you're thinking. It's only 20 bucks. You've got it out, just replace it with a new filter. But I'll tell you, there have been times when I have replaced the filter 4 or 5 times because I've got a problem in the tank. And after a while, 20 bucks 5 times adds up. And just for a little more assurance, I've cleaned out these filters with this technique, and I've run them for almost the life of the car. I'm going to go ahead and show you the technique that I have used to get these things clean enough to reuse again. So I push a funnel into the side of the filter where the dirt is. Then I shake it up, and then I take a piece of vinyl tube and I put it into the top of the filter and then blow it out. Sometimes I'll blow it out into a glass so I can actually see if it's clean or not. I'll take this technique and I'll repeat the process a few times, and you can see that it's a little cleaner each time you do it. This time, it's actually pretty good, and that's acceptable for me. If the aluminum on this filter was not so pitted, I could put this filter back into the car and all the performance problems would go away. Now this part's important. If you're going to ever reuse crush washers, they can easily be restored, but you need to get these grooves off of them. Now, if you don't flatten these crush washers, they could cause a leak because they're already conformed to the other surface that it was just sealing. Since I'm actually not going to be reusing this filter, once I have these crush washers flattened, I will store them because you never know when you need the right size crush washer. You know as well as I do, these things will flip out of your hand, drop into the engine compartment, and they are gone. Once the scratches are off, they are good to go. Now the bolts that go into the filter, you're going to have to reuse those every time anyway, so I always just go ahead and clean them up on a wire wheel. And I'll tell you, if you don't have a wire wheel, you want to get one. This wire wheel actually has quite a bit of sentimental value for me because my grandfather modified an old washing machine motor years ago. I've grown up with this thing. Cleaning up your hardware is a really great practice as well, because how great is it when you go back to the car and you just hand tighten everything and it just fits. Once you get all these pieces all cleaned up, you are ready to put the car back together and get back on the road. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you.